Vintage Beauties. So it is 1:12 in the morning. Y'all know where I'm at. I am at work. Let me pull this wig down a little. Clara be getting in my way, y'all. So this is going to be a review on being Mary Jane. I was doing it earlier in the car while I was waiting to get my daughter from school. And I was like, I'm not feeling this. Hold on. Because I feel like Clara being disrespectful right now. See, I'm at work. Let's just let Clara be. Is this okay? Hopefully I don't go on any more calls. See, this is what happens when you work at night. Stuff like this. Anyway, let's talk about being Mary Jane while I fix my hair. We're going to jump right to the last episode. So we know Justin. So the episode before last, I believe, was episode 14. Justin went to Paris because they leaked photos of his ex. And in doing that, they leaked photos of his ex. And they were, trolling and talking mess, trying to say she was ugly or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And so what we didn't know is that she died of cancer, and that's where Justin got that $30 million from. So Mary Jane found out that Justin is a baller, $30 million. But he don't live off of that. He loves what he do as a journalist, and that's what he living off of. That's what you call a real hustle. That's what you call that. That's that smart money right there. You keep that money for when you retire. And you enjoy your money right now. Anyway. So, Justin's gone. He wasn't in the next season. So, in the next season, let's talk about Lee. Let's start in order. So, Helen, her ex-boo came in town. This was the boo that she was with before her husband. Helen messed up, y'all. Helen straight messed up. Helen cheated. Helen straight messed up. Like, Helen was tripping with her old butt. She was seriously tripping. And she messed up, and yeah. And her husband kicked her out the house. And so come to find out, Patrick ain't even his son. Mary Jane's father, that's not even his biological son. She was pregnant with Patrick when her ex-boo went to the service or whatever, and they didn't see each other for 40-something years. So, of course, Patrick is very upset. He wanted to use drugs again. But thankfully, he just went to a meeting instead. And that's kind of how that left off. Mom is not living in the house. She got kicked out. She got the boot. Because she literally slept with that man. Like, it's ridiculous. Mary Jane, of course, is her Snoopy regular self. Just always snooping. White Barbie is always doing what she do. Saying stuff to get an uproar and, trying to put in that political, racist type vibe in the show, which is really happening, so it's real. You know what I'm saying? What else? What was I most disappointed in? Miss Helen. I was so disappointed in her. Like, why you do that? Why you do that? Why you do that to your husband? Why you do that to your family? Now you bringing up all this stuff that your son has to deal with, that he has to go through, that he has to process as a grown man. His whole identity is a lie. So now he's the only half sibling. Like, that's a lot to process. You didn't just keep that secret from him. It was accidentally, it was like she revealed it like it was nothing. Like, he's not, it was a situation that was going on. Shut your wrinkle butt up. I know you old and you look good for that, but stop it, please. Like, it was no real care for how she delivered that news to him. And he was, of course, upset with his dad, but like his dad said, that wasn't his news to tell. He entered that situation definitely loving and caring for Helen. At the time, she wasn't his wife, and he decided that I'm gonna raise this kid as my own. He left you, and this is my son. But of course, Patrick is upset because he felt like you my dad. You should have told me, but it's not his place. That was her decision to lie and basically say, it's just crazy. What else? Lee. So Lee got brought back up. So Lee is writing a sitcom on Mary Jane's foolishness. How she cheated on him, how she told him to say you love me on their first night. Like, it just make her look like a nut. And then she had the nerves to try to take that to Charlemagne's show. I'm definitely not calling him the God. There's one God, and I will never. But she had the nerves to want to take that to the Breakfast Club and think she was going to be able to give an intellectual response. That boy, he would have ripped her to shreds. I'm happy that publicist, after Mary Jane went off on her, put her in her place. Like, no, you're not ready for that. And I'm happy she got Kara, because she trusts what Kara say. And they're best friends, and she done already burnt Kara, so she gonna really listen to Kara. Kara and her boo are doing good. You gotta watch the show, you guys. You have to watch the show. The show is funny. It's real. She a baller. She doing her thing. I don't like how she just kind of iffy. She remind me of J-Lo. You know how J-Lo just falls in love with love? Like, every time she dating somebody, he the love of her life, and they so happy, and they doing all this stuff, and it's like, you say that about everybody. You said that about Mark Anthony. You say that about P. Diddy, which P. Diddy just got you into the black scene, honestly. You say that about the little boy you was dating, who was your backup dancer. You say that about everybody. Like, everybody is your love. You want everybody. I feel like that's what they doing with Mary Jane's character. Like, she just wants love so much that she instantly falls in love, or she instantly starts planning a future, or she instantly starts parading the relationship before they even get to go through tests and trials. I feel like she just is just so eager to be, which is understandable. She's 40 years old and, you know, not married on the show and no children, and that time is running out, so it's understandable. But it just reminds me of J-Lo. Comment if you agree. Like, I'm sick of J-Lo. Now she with A-Rod, and it's like, it looks so fake. Like, the it couple. Why is she done been with everybody? Why does her relationships solidify the it couple? Like, she's with everybody. She dates everybody. She loves everybody. She loves being in love. If love was a man, she would date love. Like, I don't know. I just get sick of that. And that's how I feel like they do Mary Jane's character. Like, she just think of all the men. Her ex being obsessed over him, about to ruin his relationship. In the beginning, season 1, that married man, which she didn't know he was married. But her obsessing over him. Her ex, Lee. She done dated a few guys, and it's always this obsession. I don't know. I just get this J-Lo vibe, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like how J-Lo is the pillar of relationships. Like, I don't like all that. She with everybody. So I think that's about it. That's just a little quick synopsis of my viewpoint on Being Mary Jane. I think people are sleeping on that show because it's on BET, and they just like, oh, it's just a black show. No, it's a real show. It's a black show, but it's a real show, and it has Latina love. It's showing love to everybody. But it's a show about a black successful career woman. And a lot of men, unless they're your husband and they've been with you from day one and they grind with you, they don't know how to accept or appreciate a strong, educated black woman. And so it can be intimidating when you got degrees and you're making 6 figures, or you doing your own thing, got your own business, got a plan. You know what you want in life. Like, you're driven and you're outspoken and you're this courageous fireball. A lot of men don't know how to deal with that, and I think that's the issue with Mary Jane staying in a successful relationship. She's so driven, she's so outspoken, she like got it. Like, she don't need you, and so a man wants to be wanted and needed. And so because she's not putting it out there like, I can take care of me, boo, I just need you to impregnate me, it's like, you can do that any kind of way. You know, I don't know. Like, it's one something. It's one something. My bad. It's 1 something in the morning, y'all. So I think that's what her character is trying to showcase as well, is this is a successful black woman who has everything in life but cannot get her love life together. And that's what happens with a lot of black women, where we're seen as intimidating, or we can't be too successful because black men are not on that level. And like I said, unless it's been your husband or your boyfriend who's been grinding with you from day one and saw you come from the bottom to the top, a lot of men can't handle it, and they are intimidated by it. But I say, don't be intimidated. Put on your boots, put on them jeans, and get to work. Do your job. Build up your game. Build up your brand. Do what you gotta do. Don't match the woman. Beat her. Beat her in what she doing, and let her know, I got this. I'm happy you grinding. I'm happy you successful. I'm happy you this. But I'm the man, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna accomplish this. And that's what she found in Justin. Justin is just as driven, if not more, because he pushes her. He digs deep. He does things that she may not like just to bring out the best in her. So that's what she admired about Justin that Lee didn't have. Lee was kind of a passive, I go with the flow. What's your flow? I'll go with your flow. And she's like, I'm driven, I'm focused, I'm a boss. Like, I'm on Good Day, not Good Day LA, Good Day USA. Like, I don't need you to be my little puppy and feed me and like, no, I need you to put me in my place and let me know, and not put me in my place, but I need you to be that boss, like that guy. And Lee came in here, I'm doing this for you, and when I tell you this is what I mean, and you don't know me, you don't know nothing. And he gave that vibe of, I'm in control. I'm your producer. I know what you need. I know what's best for you. I got your best interest in hand. And in the end, we both gonna benefit. And that's him taking that manly role. She should have just ended it with her boyfriend Lee before she jumped into a relationship with Justin. This is just why she did it. Lee was too passive. Lee was the type of guy where she was in control. She was running the show, and he was going along for the ride. And like I said, unless this is your foundation and you guys built this future together, or you built upon something together, then it's going to be hard for a guy to either keep up, or she's not going to want him. And so that's kind of how I believe that played out. Lee just wasn't up to par. He wasn't on her level, and he wasn't her husband. And so she realized that, but she started to compare and look at Justin and see what Lee wasn't, and it put her even more away from Lee, which she should have just said, Lee, look, we are in two different worlds. Like, I'm Ivy League college, you community college, and I'm on a different level of study. I'm on a different level of academics. I'm on a different thing. I do different stuff, where you on this level, and your level's not bad. It's just not my level. And so I'd rather kick it with some Ivy Leaguers. I'd rather, because we have the same type of classes. We go to the same type of classes. We are in the same demographic. We kind of, you get what I'm saying? It's like, where you weren't bad, it wasn't bad. It's just, I'm here now, and I don't want to be back here, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so then a lot of people, well, you think you're too good, you this. No, it's not that. It's like, unless he was there from day one, which he wasn't, she's already successful. Unless he was there from day one, she's looking for someone who is her equal or above. She don't want anybody she has to bring up, because she's been grinding. So she don't want someone riding on her grind. And I keep saying unless that was her day one, because it's a difference when you're a husband and wife and you built that grind together. Whether it was the wife's grind or the husband's grind, you built that grind together. And I don't think that one should outgrind the other. I think there should be a collective grind, and both should be grinding to build up your legacy for your children, for your family, for your future. That's what Mary Jane has said. Lee didn't really have nothing to offer her and didn't have anything to bring to the table but laughter. And she can go see that at a comedy show. Honestly, that's where she met him. So that's my whole take, y'all. You know what I'm about to say, though. It's your girl, Vintage Sister. Peace and blessings. It's almost time for me to go home.